Hi guys, it's Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about a couple of different things relating to syllabus week and your first day of college classes. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first I'm going to be talking about 5 things you should do on the first day of college classes. So number 1 is to introduce yourself to the professors. Introducing yourself personally shows the professor that you care about that class and you care about getting an education and you care about learning from this professor and you want to establish a working relationship with this professor. And you can either do this before class, after class, or even if you just go to their office hours and say, hey, my name is this, I'm in your psychology class, stuff like that. Number 2 is sit toward the front or center. It allows you to get a feel for what the professor's teaching style is like, and it also puts you in a better position to pay attention to what the professor is saying. Personally, I know that if some classes, depending on the class, if I get there later than most students sit through the front or the middle, and there's usually not a lot of space, depending on the classroom size. So I try to sit in the middle. There have been times where I've had to sit in the back because there's just no space, and I definitely know that when I'm in the back, I definitely don't pay attention a whole lot. I get distracted because the professor can't see me, so I literally could just sit on my phone the entire class and not focus and pay attention. So number 3 is read the entire course syllabus. It is practically your lifeline for the entire course this semester. It contains the material that is going to be covered, the readings that are assigned each week, how to contact your professor during outside hours of the class, required reading materials in the school's policies and procedures. Every teacher has to put in the school's policies and procedures in every syllabus. I've heard it so many times that professors don't really like to do that, but that that school says that you have to, the school says you have to put those in there in the syllabus. Number 4 is write down all assignments, readings, and exams for the term. I highly recommend investing in a planner, whether that be a planner that you made or a planner that you just buy. And number 5 is find a study buddy / make a friend. This way, if you're having trouble with one of the assignments, or you guys have a big test coming up, you guys can message each other and hopefully be able to meet up and be able to study together. So next I'm going to be talking about syllabus week and how to start your semester off right. Actually read your syllabus. If your professor posts your syllabus online before class starts, print it out and read it through. That gives you a jump start on the information, and then you can pay more attention to the details that they give you in class. Take notes. You need to prepare to take notes. Your professor will likely give you helpful tips as they outline what the syllabus says. They also might just say, this day I know I'm not going to be here if it's not outlined on the syllabus. Use a schedule. It is definitely important to use a planner, and it's so much easier if it is set up from the beginning of the semester. So when I go through my syllabus, I always write down my assignments in pencil. That way if anything changes, if the professor says, oh, don't do this part of the assignment, I can easily erase it and fix it and be fine. For test dates, exams, and projects, I write them in pen because those are most likely not going to change unless something comes up at the last minute. So that's a tip that I would recommend doing. Organize contact information. My professors usually give out their emails in their office hours and where their offices are located in their syllabus. I would definitely know that you have either keep the syllabus handy or just type them up or write them down somewhere so that you have them accessible. Connect with your classmates. Get to know someone that looks nice and looks like someone that you would like to be friends with or be able to communicate with if you need help studying with something or help with a homework assignment. Pay attention. Your professors will probably drop helpful hints about the upcoming semester. Make a good first impression. First impressions really, really stick. Buy textbooks if they are required. Try to find deals so you aren't spending so much money on the books that you need. Learn your schedule. Don't just write it down. Don't just memorize it when and where your classes are. Figure out when a good time to eat is, work out is, and study based on your classes. I definitely know either in a previous video or an upcoming video, I definitely talked about my schedule during a video and how my schedule looks every day of the week. There was time once I filmed that video, I didn't put in the times, I haven't put in the times after I made that video. I didn't put in times of when I was gonna work out, because I do have an on-campus job, so I don't exactly have a schedule, and we usually will not have a schedule, a set schedule, because we don't know exactly, because I'm a tour guide. So I'm gonna plan eventually to add in workout times and study times, but definitely plan out times to eat, because I know for me personally sometimes I am so busy and have so many things going on, and I have back-to-back things that I just forget to eat or eat later than I usually would. Join clubs, groups, and organizations. Talk to your professors, set goals, and relax. Relax, I feel is a very big one, because you don't want to take a lot of you don't want to put a lot of stress on yourself and always be working 24/7 from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. You want to have time throughout the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, that you are able to take time for yourself and take time away from doing schoolwork and stuff like that. So now I'm going to talk about breaking down a college syllabus. Print each syllabus. It makes it so much easier to follow along when your professor is going over them. You'll be able to highlight the key points during that time, and make sure you have at least one copy for each class to keep handy in your bag. Adding assignments to your planner. Write all the due dates in your planner. If you don't find a planner that you like or that works for you, you can always make your own planner with a binder and notebook paper. I'm doing that for my senior year of college. I think it's going to be very, very helpful, because there's a lot more space, because it's going to be a daily planner instead of weekly ones or monthly ones. It's just going to be daily, and it's so helpful. I think it's going to be so helpful to have everything more spread out instead of everything crammed into a tiny box. Contact information, I already talked about that. Required textbooks, I kind of touched base on that a little bit. Make sure if it says required, because I know at Wesleyan we have an eCampus bookstore where that's where we get our textbooks, and usually most of the time when the teachers post their classes, they usually will in their books they will tell you if it's required or if it's recommended or optional, because most times if it says optional, more than likely you're not really going to actually use it. And the last point I'm going to talk about in this video is grading policy. This will tell you what % your grade comes from each section of work that you'll be doing throughout the semester. Most times, quizzes, exams, projects, tests, those kind of things are the bulk of your grade, and homework assignments and other things that you guys, the smaller things that you guys do, are smaller chunks of your grade. So you definitely want to know what you should focus more on doing than something that's small that. I mean, you should focus and try to do good on every assignment that you do for a class, but definitely look where you at the subjects where you're probably going to have to spend a little bit more time studying and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, and subscribe about videos that you want to see me do. I definitely am hoping to, during this summer, film some more fun videos. I definitely want to get fun videos up and posted for you guys. I have some already filmed from a couple months ago, so I definitely want to start posting those. So yeah, so definitely comment what you guys want to see me do next, because I'm open for anything. So yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video.